Assalamualaikum warahmatullah. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, all praise be to Allah. We praise Him, we ask for His help, we ask for His forgiveness, we seek refuge with Allah for the wickedness of ourselves and for the badness of our deeds. Whoever been given by Allah guidance, then nobody can be misguided for him. Whoever been guided by Allah, then nobody can be guided for him. I bear witness no God worthy to worship except Allah, only Him, no associate for Him, and I bear witness Muhammad, His messenger and His servant. O Allah, give good praise upon Muhammad and the family of Muhammad, and give good praise upon Abraham and the family of Abraham. O Allah, bless upon Muhammad and the family of Muhammad, and bless upon Abraham and the family of Abraham. Very most worthy of praise and exalted in glory. Today, inshallah, we'll continue with our topic of Arabic for understanding Quran. That is actually for us to know about the adverb of time and place. And we are actually in the topic of adverb of time, changeable. And we stop at the word sana. Sana. That is the meaning of sana is year. That is it, 12 cycle of lunar year. Cycle of moon is 1 year of lunar calendar. It's not the Gregorian, it's actually the other one. So we put the example there, and also we explain about the plural form of it. Sanawat, sanawat. Okay. Next one, am. The word am. The word am. Okay, you can also misunderstood the word am. The other meaning is actually am means general. General. Am or umum. In Malay, it's called umum. That is also, the spelling is the same. Spelling is the same. But only the usage of the words inside the word, then you could know which meaning is represent. Okay. The first one we can look into the Quran is in Surah Al-Baqarah, verse number 259. 259. Al-Baqarah 259. Like the saying of Allah about a person. Essentially, the story was about how Allah Ta'ala show His power to revive the dead. To revive the dead. That He is essentially controlling life and death. Not we human. We can always strive and try to be alive, but in the end, if Allah Ta'ala want us to die, we'll die. And who will live also is not upon anybody, it is upon Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Okay. The ayah is actually the ayah number 259 from Surah Al-Baqarah. It is a story about a person that is known in the Jew tradition as Uzair. Uzair, called as Uzair, that some of the Jew are worshipping him as the son of God. The son of God. Because in the Quran, Allah Ta'ala said that وَقَالَتِ الْيَهُودُ لَيْسَتْ وَقَالَتِ الْيَهُودُ Uzair ibn Allah. And the people, the Jew people call Uzair son of Allah. Waqat Nasar Masih ibn Allah. That is, and also the Christians saying that Jesus is the son of Allah. But Allah Ta'ala said, ذَلِكَ قَوْلُهُمْ بِأَفْوَاهِهِمْ. That is their saying with their own mouth. قَاتَلَهُمُ اللَّهُ أَنَّ يُؤْفَكُونَ. When Allah Ta'ala destroy them, how can they create a lie? Create lies. Okay. This story is actually about this person named Uzair. Allah Ta'ala said about him, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم أو كالذي مر على قرية وهي خاوية على عروشها or, au, or, au. Because Allah Ta'ala want to show about his argument. Because the story before that was the story of Abraham, peace be upon him, arguing with the king at his time. When the king tried to say that, Ana uhi wa umit, I also make somebody alive and somebody dead. Because when he said, who is your God? Abraham said, Rabbi alladhi yuhyi wa yumit. My God or my Lord is the one that make people to be alive or to make people to die. So the king, it's like some one. The argument is so plainly we know that is not the meaning when Abraham said, Rabbi alladhi yuhyi wa yumit. When the king said, Ana uhi wa umit, I also make somebody alive and somebody died. Then he took two person and say, let this guy be alive, kill this guy. So see, I also making somebody to be alive and somebody to die. So Abraham argued again and said, Rabbi, fa inna Allah ya'ti bish-shamsi min asy-syarqi. Then, if you say that you are the creator of the universe, the one that controlling everything, fa inna Allah ya'ti bish-shamsi min asy-syarqi. Then Allah is the one that making the sun to come from the east. Fa'ti biha min al-maghrib. If you really the creator, the one that controlling everything, then make the sun to come from the west. Fabuhita alladhi kafar. Then all those who actually deny Allah, they become silent. They cannot answer anything. Allah Ta'ala say about that. Wallahu la yahdil qawma adh-dhalimin. Then Allah Ta'ala will not give guidance to those who oppress. Okay. And then this continuation about the story. Then Allah Ta'ala said, Aw kalladhi marra ala qaryatin. Aw or kalladhi as alladhi, the one, whom. Actually, alladhi is relative pronouns. Those, the person, is like that. Because this one is actually kalladhi. Alladhina, the people who. Or like a person who. It's like that. Kalladhi. Ka, as, alladhi, the one who. Marra ala qaryatin. Marra, passing. Ala qaryatin, ala, upon qaryatin, a village. Wahiya khawiyatun ala urushiha. Wahiya, and it is. Because here, I know she, actually, you will say here for she. But here, the word here return to the qaryah. Qaryah is a village. Village, even though it's given is qaryah, because the ta marbuta is there, will be feminine. But you don't say she. That is it. I am from a village in Kuala Selangor. It is. When you not say she is. You not say the pronouns for the village, the word Korea, to be she. You say it. That sayyarah, car. It also here. Here. But you don't say for the car, here, meaning she, but you mean it. Its color. I have a car. Its color. Launuha. You say launuha. You don't say her color. You don't say her color. You say its color. Okay. Wahia khawiyatun ala urusya. Actually collapse upon its roof. Means that the roof that they have collapse on the ground. Means the village being destroyed. If passing by the village that is destroyed. Qala anna yuhyi hadhihi Allahu ba'da mautiha. Qala, he said, the man, Uzair, said, Anna yuhyi hadhihi Allahu. Anna yuhyi. Anna, how can? Anna, how can? That is one of the question particles that we will learn, insyaAllah, in the future. Like hal, how, mata, when, kam, how many, ma, what. This one, anna, how can, how will. Yuhyi, make alive. Hadihi, this. Who? Allah. How can Allah make this alive? Ba'da mautiha, ba'da, after. This one we learn in the adverb of place. After. If before, qabla. Ba'da, before. Ba'da, after. Qabla, before. Okay. Ba'da, mautiha, after mautiha, its death. After the village already died, how can Allah make it alive again? That is the question came from Uzair. Then Allah Ta'ala said, فَأَمَاتَهُ اللَّهُ مِئَةَ عَامٍ ثُمَّ بَعَثَهُ. Then أَمَاتَهُ اللَّهُ. Amatahu, make him die. Who? Allah. Allah make him die. Amata, to make die somebody, something. So Allah amatahu. Allah make him die. Amatahu. Allah make him die. Mi'ata amin. Mi'ah, 100. Mi'ah, 100. Amin. Amin. Sana. Amin. Sana. Thumma ba'asahu. Thumma, and then. Thumma, and then. Ba'asahu, he wake him up. He rose him up. Means making alive again. Ba'asahu, making alive again. Ba'asahu. Qala kam labist. Qala kam labist. Is mentioned by the narrator of the Quran. The commentator of the Quran said that after he being alive again after 100 years, Allah Ta'ala sent somebody to him, an angel in the form of human being, talking to him and asking him, kam labist, how long? Kam, qala, he said, kam labista, how long you stayed? Means you stayed here, how long? How long did you stay here? Labisa means to stay at some place for a moment. It's called as labisa. If you stay there permanent, you say sakana. Sakana. If labisa means temporary. To stay temporarily at a place, you say labisa. Then the person said, come labista. How long did you stay? Then he answered, qala labistu yawman aw ba'da yawm. He said, labistu, I stayed. Yawman, Yawm, a day. Yawman, a day. Okay. Aw ba'da yawmin, or portion of a day. Because actually, why did he say something like that? The same if you look into the story of the companion of the cave, Ashabul Kahfi. The same happened when they woke up from their slumber, from their sleep. When they asked among them, how long did you stay there, here? Because of looking of their body, their appearance, they said, labisna yawman aw ba'da yawm. We stayed for a day or half a day or a portion of a day. Because nothing changed. This is the miracle that Allah Ta'ala make him to see. Even the clothes that they wear he wear, the clothes that he wore, actually is not, not becoming rotten. It's still there like that. The same as when he entered the village. Because of that, he said, Labistu yauman aw ba'da yaum. The same for the companion of the cave. They also said, Labithna yauman aw ba'da yaum, because their appearance didn't change at all. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He can preserve you. He can preserve your clothes if He want, to make it not to be rotten throughout the time. The still there intact, the same, doesn't lose its color, not to be tear easily. You know that if clothes being put at some places throughout the time, it becomes so it's so easy to be tear, not to have any strength anymore. But this guy, when he woke up, the person asked, "Come labis?" He said, "Labis yawman aw ba'da yawm." I stayed here a day or a portion of a day. Then the person that asked him revealed, Qala bal labista mi'ata amin. Qala bal labista mi'ata am. He said that even so, actually, labista mi'ata am, you stayed for 100 years. Then he started to show him the evidence. Fanzur ila ta'amika wa sharabika lam yatasannah. Fanzur. So, look. Undur, look. Ila ta'amika. Ila, look at. Ta'amika. Ka is your. Ta'am is food. Look at your food. Washarabika, and your drink. Lam yatasannah, it didn't change at all. It didn't become spoiled, not spoiled. This is actually what Allah Ta'ala want to show us, preserve. At the same time, وَانْظُرْ إِلَى حِمَارِكَ وَلِنَجْعَلَكَ آيَةً لِلنَّاسِ. And look, إِلَى حِمَارِكَ, إِلَى at himarika, himar, donkey. Himar, donkey. Some people, when they learn any language, they start to learn about the thing to bad thing to say to others. So the words like dogs, kalbun, or himar is one of the the earlier words that they learn. Inside the Qur'an, there are many animals is there for you to use. Elephant is there. Bird is there. Ant is there. So, himar also is there. Even the pig is there. But some people say they want to learn, they start to learn the bad word first. Because people will say bad thing at him, so he want to know. Actually, in the Arab, nadiran, you can listen to them say, nadir, they say to somebody, khinzir. Maybe because the khinzir is not there anymore. Actually, because the Arab country, if you go there, the people there, they didn't recognize even the pig. They don't know the pig at all. Because it is being stopped to be used or to be heard or to be eaten in the Arab country since the time of Prophet ﷺ. At the time of Prophet, they are still eating, because that is one of the things that being mentioned by the Prophet to be forbidden. Because on the day of the conquering of Mecca, Fatul Mecca, the conquering of Mecca, the Prophet stood up and said that Allah Ta'ala forbid from selling of intoxicated drinks, idols, also things that is animal that is being slaughtered in the way of Islam, and pig. The Prophet mentioned pig. Means that they actually at that time is doing that. They are using the pig and everything. So the Prophet will not say something to them, something that they don't know. But today, if you show the pig, they don't know the pig. Most of them doesn't know because they didn't see the pig anymore being stopped to be produced or to be used there. So they don't know how is the look, the face of the pig. So the donkey is still there, the dog is there, so they will use that. Himar, ya himar, ya kalb, you dog, you donkey. So because donkey is still there, because that is the way they cursing each other. Don't use that. Okay, here the guy that is meeting the Uzair, he asked about how long you stayed. Uzair answered a day or half a day, and then he said that no, you actually stayed here for 100 years. First, look at your food and your drinks. Doesn't change at all. Still as it is. That's because been preserved by Allah. And then after that, wandur ila himarika, and look at your donkey. Walinaj'alaka, and for us to make you, and for us to make you ayatan linnas, as proof, as a sign, linnas, to all the human or all people at that time. Wandur ilal idami, because the food being preserved, but the donkey already died and actually being cannot be seen except bones. Already died and being left until the bone. Only the bone is there. So the guy said, wandur ilal idam, look at the bones. Kaifa nunshizuha, how we arrange it. We make it stand again. Thumma naksuha lahma, and then we enfold it with the meat or the muscle. Okay. Falamma tabayyana lahu, and when it become clear, lahu, what is it? Clear, become clear, to him. He, lahu, who is him. Tabayan lahu, qala a'lamu anna Allah ala kulli shay'in qadir. He said, I now know, anna Allah, that Allah, ala kulli shay'in, upon anything, upon everything, qad shay'in qadir, really powerful or capable. So the story is, after he being revived again, he went back to his village. Nobody knows him. He said, I'm Uzair, but his name was mentioned before that for 100 years. People actually know his name, but they didn't recognize him. So in the end, inside the village, there's a woman, or an old woman, exceeding 100 years of age. During her childhood, she did saw Uzair. So when they said, this woman may already seen you, we can clarify with her. So the woman said, if you really want Uzair, then cure my eye for me to look at you. Because I did remember the face of Uzair. So Uzair prayed to Allah, and her eyes become to see again. Then she said, you are Uzair. Then because of that, all people actually knowing that the person, they came to them, he is Uzair. After 100 years, he left his village for 100 years. Nobody know where he went. He died there on the ruins of the city or the village. And then after that, for 100 years Allah Ta'ala make it die, preserving his drinks and his food, but make die his donkey until nothing left except the bones. And in front of him, Allah Ta'ala revive again the donkey until it become complete again. So he actually after that went into his village and he's praying, his supplication to Allah always be answered. So people start to come to him, ask for their needs. And in the end, when he really died after that, they worship him and said that he is the son of Allah. That is actually a normal thing to happen to people when they're really desperate to get help and somebody can show them miracle things, they may cling to this person and until saying that this person have relationship. Not a servant, not as a servant of Allah, but as comparable to Allah. Equivalent to Allah. Because they ask Allah, they doesn't get, ask Him, you get. To that extent. Because of that, we know that in the people before Islam, actually, the beginning of associating Allah with His creature started with the people, the good people who died in the society. Not the shaitan. No, they don't worship shaitan. They will worship a person that is so good to them. So they remember him. At first they put an idol to remember the person. You look at it, you remember that person. And suddenly it's changed after generation. In the end they will worship this. And not worship Allah anymore. That is the evolution of idols. From good people to become worshipped by these people. They didn't mention which ruin actually. Why? He actually just walking around. He was wondering, how can Allah make this ruin to be complete again? The ruin is the city is supposed to be in the ruin, being destroyed everything. So he's just thinking to himself. So when he wake up after 100 years, he actually can see that, and all the people around him actually already the city was revived again. When he came out from that ruin, that place, Allah Ta'ala actually make him unseen to others. This is one thing that you have to understand, because sometimes some people say that how can people actually building everything but doesn't realize he was there. He actually that's the thing. He was there, but nobody realized about him until he will revive again. I'll revive him, then only he know that the place was in ruin, but after that become flourish again. That is the power of Allah to make something to be regained again. You can get again the place. Okay. Other than that, you can see the usage of am. Okay. Like in the Surah At-Tawbah, verse number 28. 28. Inside Surah At-Tawbah, the word am being used many times actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times. Just inside the Surah Tawbah. In Surah Yusuf. So okay. We look into the Surah Tawbah. Verse number 28. Okay. This ayah, the saying of Allah, A'udhu billahi minasyaitanir rajim. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu innamal musyrikuna najasun fala yaqrabul masjidal haram فلا يقربوا المسجد الحرام بعد عامهم هذا وإن خفتم عيلة فسوف يغنيكم الله من فضله إن شاء إن الله عليم حكيم. Ya ayyuhalladzina amanu. This saying of Allah was in the 9th year of Hijrah, when the Prophet ﷺ conquered Mecca. So at that time, the non-Muslim, the non-believers, those who do associate with Allah, can still enter and go out from the holy mosque, the mosque of Haram, Makkah. They can come there, Masjid al-Haram. But when the conquering happened on the 9th year of Hijrah, the Prophet, when he sent Abu Bakr to lead people for Hajj, he told Abu Bakr to make clear to people who are not Muslim to not come anymore to the mosque, the Masjid al-Haram. They can enter anymore. Starting from next year, there is the 10th year of Hijrah. The 9th year, they're still there. So Abu Bakr managed to give the saying to the people, because this ayah, when people said about the non-Muslim cannot enter Masjid al-Haram, this is the ayah. Because the command of Allah. It's not about some stories being rumored or spread about if the non-believers enter, they will perish or will send away magically. No. None like that. Because the authorities will check them. Because only Muslim can enter the mosque. Even the holy land of Mecca, they can enter except they proclaim they are Muslim. As a non-Muslim, you cannot enter. If you lie, we don't know. We will actually let you come in. Because in history, there are people like the Orientalists from Europe, when they want to learn about Islam. Some of them actually pretend to be a Muslim. Came to Mecca, do the Hajj and look at everything. Then came back, returned back to their country and revealed themselves again that they are not a Muslim. If you remember the Sikh people, not the Sikh, the Sikh Punjab people, they were turban, have a beard. Their leaders, they said the Guru Nanak. He actually went to Hajj. He went to Hajj. Travel to Mecca and Medina before he established his new religion. Because of that, if you look carefully, that the teaching of or the way of the Sikh actually almost like a Muslim, almost like some of the values of Islam is being inserted there. At the same time, they still have the same thing like the Hindus, like worshipping the grave, asking from the Guru to help them. So when he came to Mecca, nobody actually know that he is pretending to become a Muslim. He just went there and after that returned to his country and established his own religion. That is the thing you have to know. Even like I said, many of the Orientalists from the Western country, they pretend to be a Muslim and enter. But as a government, when Allah Ta'ala send this ayah, the government, if they know, they will have to stop those people to come. You are not Muslim, you can come to other places, but not to the mosque. Not to the mosque. That is actually from the haram, they will not, they cannot enter that. This is command from Allah. Only for Mecca. Medina is actually their opinion that Medina is the same as Mecca. By the saying of the Prophet ﷺ. But when you look at the incident when Umar bin Khattab being stabbed by Abu Lu'lu'ah al-Majusi, the servant of one of the companion Prophet Mughirah bin Syu'bah, he have a servant, a slave, to be correct, slave from Persia, an ironsmith from Persia, work under Mughirah bin Syu'bah inside Medina. So he managed to stab Umar on the 23rd of Hijrah, 23rd year of Hijrah, and managed to, injured Umar until he died 3 days after that. That guy is not a Muslim, and he is actually residing inside Medina. And also, that the people that the prisoner of war being tied inside the mosque of Medina happened in the time of Prophet ﷺ. So anyway, from that point, the Medina is not the same as Mecca. Mecca, this is the ayah that's stopping the non-Muslim or non-believers to enter. Allah Ta'ala said, Ya ayyuhalladina amanu, O people who have belief. You already believe? Listen to this. O people who have belief. Ya ayyuha, O. Alladina, people who amanu, believed, already believe. Innamal musyrikuna najasun. Innama, only, or verily. Al-mushrikuna, those who do associates, means towards Allah. Najasun, they are najis, filth. The filth is not on their body, not on their saliva, no, not on the sweat, but it's on their belief. It's considered as filth by Allah. Because of that, you should not wrongly understood from here. If somebody from your friend who actually not a Muslim, you don't want to touch them. No. Because the meaning is, because the Prophet did still using like the water, the things that being given to him by the non-believers, they are still taking that. Still taking that. Even if you say mushrikun, the Jew that is actually worshipping other than Allah, with Allah, like Uzair. So when they present the Prophet ﷺ even food being accepted by the Prophet ﷺ. Only that we know that at that time they are still slaughtering the animal in the name of Allah. And because of that, the Prophet is still accepting that. So the food, their food, actually you will not just not accepting that. And we remember when in the 7th year of Hijrah, when the people of Mecca being allowed to enter Medina after the treaty between the Prophet and the Mushrikeen. They have a truce for 10 years in the 7th year, at the 6th year of Hijrah. So the 7th year, the Prophet went there to do the Umrah, and the people of Mecca coming to Medina to meet their relative who have become Muslim. And one of them is actually mother of Asma. Means the first one of the previous wife of Abu Bakar. Because Asma binti Abu Bakrin, sister of Aisha binti Abu Bakrin, both of them are daughters of Abu Bakar, but the mother is different. The mother of Asma didn't embrace Islam. The mother of Aisha embraced Islam, so she migrated to Medina. The mother of Asma didn't embrace Islam. So when the opportunity to come to Medina is open, she came to meet her daughter with all the present. And want to with everything there, the dog, and dog. The desert lizard, specifically there's a particular form for you to understand, because not every lizard in the desert is dog. Not every lizard in the desert is dog. So Asma, when her mother came with all the present, want to meet her, she said, don't enter my house. Don't enter my house. You are not a believer. So she went to the Prophet ﷺ. She said, oh the Prophet, oh Messenger of Allah, my mother came from Mecca and want to have a connection with me, want to sit with me, take to me, had all the present. The Prophet said, Siliha, make the relationship with her. Means accept her, make her enter your house. So never ever in Islam, even if the non-Muslim at that time, like Abu Sufyan, when he came to the Prophet ﷺ, the Prophet didn't wash the place where they sit. To be clear, that is not being done. Like washing the place where the non-believers enter is not from Islam. Never the Prophet ﷺ did that. But we can see that some of the group of deviated Muslim like the Shia in Iran, if you go to pray in the mosque, they will wash it. I thought it's actually one person said to me, no. Few person went there, they said it's the same. They will wash the place where you pray, they will wash it. Yeah. Because you are praying not the way they are praying, so they know you are not a Shia, so they will wash your place of praying. So like I said, in Islam, when these words came, innamal musyrikuna najasun, it's not meaning that when the person is there, you have to wash your house. Like if you bought a house from a non-Muslim, you don't have to wash everything. Except you see the thing is there, like the dirt, the like the pee is there. Something is there, really there, then wash that. You don't have to wash all the house. Because the non-Muslim is here. Oh, it's so wrong for you to understand like that. Never the Prophet did that. No, the Prophet washed the Kaaba. You know, the non-Muslim was there. The non-believers was there. The mushrikin was there. The Prophet didn't wash Kaaba for the Muslim to come in. So careful about that. So this meaning is wrongly understood. You don't look at the history of the Prophet ﷺ, because agreed upon by the scholars, the meaning of najas, not on their body, not on their sweat, not on their saliva, but is on their belief. Their belief is filth, dirty. Then, فَلَا يَقْرَبُ الْمَسْجِدَ الْحَرَامَ بَعْدَ عَامِهِمْ هَذَا فَلَا, then they should not. Yaqrabul masjidal haram. They should not be near al masjidil haram, the masjid al haram. Mean the holy mosque of Mecca. Ba'da amihim hadha, after their years, this. After their years, this years of theirs. Means the year that they are now, the 9th Hijrah. After that, the 10th, they don't have to come. They should not come. They should not enter or be near the Masjid al-Haram. Then Allah Ta'ala said to the Muslim, وَإِنْ خِفْتُمْ عَيْلَةً, and if you afraid of poverty. How is the poverty will be? How will be the poverty if the non-Muslim doesn't come to you? It's because they will come with all the goods. They come to sell things to you. You can do business because they come to you. But when Allah Ta'ala have a decree, command us to not letting them to enter the holy mosque, then we lose business. You know, things will not here. You cannot have trade. After that, the Allah Ta'ala answer, وَإِنْ خِفْتُمْ عَيْلَةً, if you fear عَيْلَةً, poverty. فَسَوْفَ يُغْنِيكُمُ اللَّهُ مِنْ فَضْلِهِ, then Allah will يُغْنِيكُمْ, make sufficient all of you, مِنْ فَضْلِهِ, from His bounty. From His bounty. Insha'a, if He want. If He want. Inna Allaha alimun hakim. Indeed, Allah really knowing, all knowing, and all wise. All wise. This is actually something that until today some of the Muslim doesn't understand about this thing. So from that time, on the 9th Hijrah until today, it's not permissible for the non-Muslim to enter. They want to enter, they have to proclaim Shahada first. Then only they will be allowed to enter the mosque or to enter the holy land of Mecca. If not, they are not allowed. That is the thing. Is the ruling from Allah, and not for us to change it. If you look into the economy, yes, you see that if non-Muslim is coming there, they will get all the economy from those people. You know, money is coming. If you make it as a tourist attraction, can you imagine what will happen? Money will come to Mecca abundantly, but the problem is that is not for that. Allah Ta'ala doesn't allow it. So you cannot open that thing. Okay. So the word there is am. After their years. It means this year. After their years, this year, they cannot come again. The next year, the 10th Hijrah, starting from that point, no non-believers or no those who do associate with Allah, even from the nearing village, who not embracing Islam yet, they cannot enter. To that extent. Then, until today. So all the rulers of Mecca will not allow that. If they allow that, we cannot do anything. They will answer it to Allah. It's not for us. It's not upon us, upon those who have the authority. They should take care about that. They cannot let the thing to happen. About Medina, few months ago, some things happened. They said that about the non-Muslim is entering. I said that the story of the companion will show you that Medina never being stopped from being entered by a non-Muslim. It's not the same as Mecca. Only that the Prophet ﷺ made for the Medina, all the tree, the animals are the same ruling for Mecca. You know the Mecca, you see the birds, you cannot startle it. You cannot make it afraid. It's forbidden upon you. If you kill a bird, you have to pay. But you have to pay to give food for the poor. You have to pay. Not to the government, no, to the poor people around Mecca. You give food to them. You cannot kill any. You cannot just snap any trees. Is there? Not snapping any trees, taking any stone with you. Is haram. The place is not for you to take anything. You can know that if you go to any other tourist site, people will take something with them. Can you imagine after 1,000 years, if that rule is not there, can you imagine what will happen to the mosque? Or the tree, they will cut. This is the tree in front of the mosque. Keep it with you. Can you imagine? Because it's actually the ruling. Do not, any tree, do not pluck any weed. Cannot, ever. So the Prophet made for Medina the same ruling for that. But about entering, the non-Muslim for enter, then is the other thing. Because like I said, the story of Omar being stabbed by Abu Lu'lu'ah al-Majusi is one of the evidence that in the time of Omar, after the death of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the non-believers actually still there, especially the slave. The slave, when they captured inside the war, they will be put inside with the family. Like the government is giving away the slave to all the Muslim family for them to take. The slave is actually like your underage child. They, even though they are grown up, they cannot sell or buy or do anything except with your consent. They want to eat, you have to give. They want to marry, you have to marry them. You give some, you find wife for them. Really like your child. So in the end, the result is most of the slaves become Muslim. You can say that every one of them become Muslim. For the value of Islam, when you put it like that, those who enter the house of a Muslim will become Muslim. Because the way they're treating their neighbors, when they're talking to each other. So the non-Muslim will see that. You know, this thing, we can remember when Qatar become the home for the World Cup. You know, most of the non-Muslim doesn't like it. You can only understand after the event, when most of the non-believers that came there, they were astonished to the Muslim country. Even some of them so astonished about the using of water to cleanse their body. Normally they use wipe. Suddenly they can use their water bidet. They say, "Oh, you'll install it in my house in UK." A woman, from the South America, she went out from her hotel at 2:00 in the morning, and nobody chased her or harassed her. That is in the Muslim land. That thing will attract people to Islam. Seriously. Because of that, most of the non-Muslim doesn't like for people to come. Because they always say something bad about Islam. But when people come to see by themselves, they will astonish what happened. And most of them will be attracted to Islam. So the slave in Islam is a way to call them into Islam. Not for them to be hating Islam more. Only that person who killed Umar, he actually from Persia. And the Persian people, or now is Iran, they really hate Umar. Because Umar is the one that destroyed their empire. You know, the king of Persia ran away. They always held their king as a god, descendant of God. Suddenly, the king ran away because the army of Islam, under the command of Umar, entered the country. So until today, the grudge is still there. The grudge about hating Umar. So after they created a new religion, the Shias, is continuing hating Umar so much. You don't understand why, but when you look at the history, then you understand why Umar being hated to them. Not Abu Bakr is actually the first caliph, but they don't say much about Abu Bakr, but they say too much about Umar. Why? Because of that. So the person who stabbed Umar is actually a Majusi, a Persian guy. He actually, maybe he was planning about that from the start. He is actually a blacksmith, ironworks person. So the knife is made by himself. Okay, that is the word am. Alhamdulillah. Okay, the plural for am is aqwam, but in the Quran it's not there. Aqwam. Aqwam. Amun. Aqwam. Amun. Aqwamun. That is the plural. But inside the Quran, it's not being used. Awam. Okay, after that, sabahan. 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 Oh, masak. Sabah. Now inside the Quran is actually only one place. Sabah is Surah As-Saffat, verse number 177. As-Saffat 177. 177. Because sometimes, okay, the word inside the Quran, they will not always put it like the word sabah, like that. Sometimes it's just subh. Subhun. Subh. Sometimes it's like that. Not always like this. Sometimes like this. And sometimes the word we will learn after that the word ghadah. Ghadah tu. Early morning. So these three form inside the Quran. 1, 2, 3. But actually not always the word is like sabah. Subhu also. Subhu. It's not like the subuh kudus. That is sin. Subuhun kudusun, a sin. From the word subhan. Okay. The ayah that being shown there, 177, from Surah As-Saffat. It is actually wait. I'll translate from ayah 176. It's actually the discussion about the ayah from few ayah before is the argument between the non-believers with the prophets and the messengers. So it's actually so long before that. Because before all of that, Allah Ta'ala mentioning about all the messengers. Okay. Until the last one is actually the Prophet Jonah. Jonah. And starting from 149. Allah Ta'ala is actually talking to the Prophet Sallam to answer the argument that being said by the non-believers of Mecca. Starting from there. So starting from the topic of when they say Allah have daughters. For them, the angels are daughters of Allah. And the jinns are the son of Allah. Okay. That the talking is actually until ayah number 154, 55. Then from 156, Allah Ta'ala asked them to bring forth their evidence. Okay. And 158, Allah Ta'ala said that they made between Allah and the jinn have relationship, means that have blood ties. Because like I said, the jinn is the son, the male children of God. The angels are female children of God. To that extent, Allah Ta'ala answered to them. Then Allah Ta'ala said, Subhanallahi amma yasifun. Glory be to Allah for whatever they describe. Then Allah Ta'ala said about whatever they worship, 161, say to them that whatever you worship, you and whatever you worship, will be inside the hell, fire. And Allah Ta'ala said that in ayah number 164, that everybody have a specific place that Allah Ta'ala already know, either to the paradise or to the hell. And okay, until the ayah, Allah Ta'ala said 176. Allah Ta'ala said, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Afa bi'adhabina yasta'jilun. Afa bi'adhabina. Is it with our punishment? With our punishment. Thus. Or with. Or with. Be is with. Thus with adhabina, our punishment, our atonement. Yasta'jilun, they ask for hasten. They want it to be quickly. Thus they want to hasten our punishment. فَإِذَا نَزَلَ بِسَاحَتِهِمْ فَسَاءَ صَبَاحُ الْمُنذَرِينَ. فَإِذَا, and إِذَا نَزَلَ بِسَاحَتِهِمْ, when نَزَلَ بِسَاحَتِهِمْ, it came down to their home, actually the courtyard of the home. It's called Sahatul Bait, the courtyard. Okay, the yard of the home. And when it came down, فَإِذَا نَزَلَ, when came down to their courtyard, the home of the courtyard of their home, فَسَاءَ صَبَاحُ الْمُنذَرِينَ, and that is the worst morning, the worst morning, al-mundarin, people who being warned. For the people who being warned, that is the worst morning for them. The word sabah there is actually, that is the meaning. Okay. And like I said just now, the usage of as-subh. As-subhu. As-subh. Okay. It's like in Surah Al-Hud, verse number 81. Hud 81. Hud, verse 81. We are using actually subuh. Surah Hud, verse number 81. This is a story about when the angels that visited Abraham before they go to the people of Sodom and Gomorrah, the people of Lut, to destroy them. So when they came to Lut, at that time, the people actually know about the guest, handsome guest, came to Lut from his wife. That is the thing that Allah Ta'ala punished the wife of Lut to be with his people, to be destroyed the same with his people. Because Allahu Alam, maybe she become bored or upset that the husband is so going into the field of da'wah, doesn't care about her. Allahu Alam, why? But she actually the one that told his people about the guest. So they came to his house, and the conversation was before that. Before that, this ayah, Lut doesn't have any capability to stop them. He told them to run away because the people actually knocking the door. He confront them, said that my daughter is actually better for all of you. Why you want to charge on my guests? They are men. This woman that are men. Why are you doing? So those people actually they don't want. The first time they came, Allah Ta'ala make their eyes to be blind. The angels shed some light upon them. They become blind, and they're still coming to charge to the house of Lut. So in the end, Lut doesn't know what to do. He said before that, he said, "A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Qala law anna li bikum quwwatan aw awi ila ruknin shadid." He said, if only I have a strength to oppose all of you, or I just rely on the most strong pillars, means to Allah. I don't know what to do. At that time, this is the ayah. قالوا يا لوط إنا رسل ربك لن يصلوا إليك قالوا, they said, Ya Lut, O Lut, Inna rusulu rabbika, means that during the first attempt by his people, he doesn't know that those are angels. This one of the ayah of the Qur'an, from many ayah, they showing us even the messengers and the prophet doesn't have the third eye to see everything. You know, some people say that because this person is so good, so blessed, Allah Ta'ala opened up the third eye for him to see the unseen. You know, Lut doesn't know those people are the angels. His guests are angels, he doesn't know. Because of that, he confronts his people. If he don't know about those people are angels, why should he do anything? Because the angels are more capable to stop his people than himself. The same as Abraham before him didn't know that those guests are angels. Why? Because Abraham slaughtered a calf, cook it, and serve it to them. Serve the calf to them. But they didn't eat. At that time, Abraham was scared. Because people at that time, when they want to do something bad to you, they'll not eat your food. That is their manners. You know, you want to do something to hurt somebody, you don't eat their food. So Abraham was started. Today, you know, people will do something to you, but eat first the thing that you serve. Sometimes the manners of people before us is so respectful. Even if you look at the story of the Prophet ﷺ, when the story of about Ali bin Abi Talib lying down on the bed of the Prophet. So his people, when the people come to kill the Prophet, they open up first to make sure that he is the Prophet Muhammad SAW before they kill him. But when they open it, they saw Adli. They don't kill because this is not the person that we want. They have the honor. We want to do this, only this. Can you imagine what happened today? They will do many things to the person. Oh, you are the one. So they kick him and hit him. But that didn't happen. Even one of the story that the Prophet ﷺ commanded Hudzaifah bin Yaman to go to one direction, and the Prophet go another direction. And when Hudzaifah went there, he was charged by a group of people. Because of that, that is one of the reasons why Hudzaifah know who are the hypocrites. And when they saw Hudzaifah, they don't kill him because they want to kill the Prophet. This is the honor. The same happened here. So Abraham doesn't know those people are actually angels. Same as Lut. They are messengers of Allah. They don't know. Until, like being said here, Qalu ya Lut, inna rusul rabbika. We are, indeed we, rusul rabbika. Rusul, messengers. Singular, rasulun. Rusul, messengers. Rabbika, your Lord, your God. La yasilu ilayka. They will not come. They will not arrive. Will not come to you. They're not capable to come to you. Ilayka. فأسري بأهلك بقطع من الليل. فأسري بأهلك. فأسري, then go out in the night. Go out. Isra. Walking at night. Walk during night. بأهلك, be with. أهلك, your family. Ahlun, family. Ka, you, your. Then go out at night with your family. بِكِتِئٍ مِنَ اللَّيْلِ, in one part of the night. Choose one part of the night for you to get out. وَلَا يَلْتَفِتْ مِنْكُمْ أَحَدٌ, and do not turn back. Do not even their head. They should not turn, not even their head. Iltafata, just turning head. Minkum, among you, ahadun, not even single person. Illa mura'ataka, except your wife. She will turn. Innahu musibuha ma asabahum. Indeed, it is musibuha, will befall upon her, befalling upon her, ma asabahum, what befell upon them. Befalling upon her, what fall upon them. What fall upon them will fall upon her. Inna maw'iduhumus subhu. Inna, indeed, maw'idahum, their promise. Maw'idah, promise. Hum, their promise. As-subhu is subuh. Alaysa as-subhu biqarib. Is it not the subuh, the early morning, is really near. It's really near to subuh. So run. The place, their time is subuh. So like I said, sabah or subuh is actually the same. Or the other word is actually qadah. That will be enter, insyaAllah, next time. Okay, wallahu alam. Any question? This type of exercise must be done. Because like I said, when you are reciting, the word ila is there, ka is there, repeated, be is there. So whenever we do the exercise, you should actually get the words there. The word that rarely used, like kita'in. Lail will come after this. Lail, nahar. Lail, night. Nahar, day. Nahar, day. That is actually the other part, inshallah, we'll learn about it. Okay, for that, continue to always find back whatever we have learned before. The pronouns, don't forget the pronouns, the preposition, the relative pronouns, alladhi, alladhani, the demonstrative pronoun, hada, hadihi, haulai, dhalika, dhalika, tilka, ulaika. Always remember that, inshallah. So it is actually more towards the practice. You practice more, the more you will get, inshallah. Okay? Okay. Any question? Any question? Okay, alhamdulillah. No question. Stop here, inshallah. Wallahu a'lam. Wa sallallahu ala Muhammadin wa sallam, alhamdulillah rabbil alamin. Subhanakallahumma bihamdika asyhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.